Alrighty, let me go over my usual. Audio is okay, game audio is fine, mic audio is okay as well. And welcome back to Where Winds Meet. I'll probably be just practicing Wolf Maiden a bit more today as well, because I feel like I'm finally starting to get a hang of her pattern. So again, unfortunately, another boring stream. Ideally, I wanted to start 1 hour earlier, like 1 hour 30 minutes early actually, but if it's not too obvious from my voice, it has been a tiring day. To be honest, it's been a bit of a tiring week. Between the fever and running around for various errands, including collecting a lot of sushi and cake. It has been an interesting week to say the least, but we are finally at the weekend for some of us. For some of you out there, you all need to hang in there for one more day. One more day and you will be free from the clutches of work. Anyway, couple of things I'll be doing, well, I'd rather have to be doing. One is, of course, our dailies, our Jianggu sect stuff, which will allow me to, well, I'm in a pretty good marriage situation already since I'm at the top 10, but I'll do it later. For today, we'll just jump right into Wolf Maiden. I'll probably be also practicing the Yuguo battle group this season? Excuse me? What? I am so confused as to what clear guild heroes. No, actually, what is this stuff? The menu messing up here. Participate in Guild War, custom event. I am not entirely sure. I think our guild is actually very, very inactive. I took a guild that shows, well, it had people that were active around at this hour that I usually play at, but I've not seen anyone chatting or anything. And somehow I became a chief without even realizing it. I don't even know how the promotion works. I don't think anyone actually assigned me this. I got here on my own, I think. If they did, thank you, but I'm really not doing anything, to be honest. And for some reason, we have been joined into what I can assume is the Jianggu martial art games that can only happen. Yeah. That's this. Well, okay. I doubt we'll rank here. Like, look at the amount of little red flowers that the other guilds are farming for. And meanwhile, we're sitting at a measly 10,930. I feel like a lot of the players were just doing that stuff and managed to just get it. So we'll probably be doing the Jianggu games eventually. But for now, I'm just going to log in and head over to Wolf Maiden. Again, really, really unexpected. So I might have gotten a few gifts from our old friends here. Let's open these up to get some miscellaneous items. Yin Yang ointment. And I have a friend request from a Satya NSK. I do not know this person, so I will keep you ignored for now until I find out who you are. Anyway, let us jump into trials and practice. I might actually attempt Wolf Maiden on hard today, because I feel a bit confident, but usually when I say I'm confident, I end up getting my face smashed in. But we'll do one practice session before we jump into hard and try to take her out. I'll also be doing strategic sword, which I'm not at all familiar with. I should probably spend some time learning the rotation for strategic sword, shouldn't I? I feel like I really should have. Anyway, practice arena. Switch our combination to strategic sword. We can't actually see any of the movesets and everything. If we could read the moveset notes over here, that would have been great. I like how it's showing that I've put a custom keybind on my deflection and sprint. Because I don't like deflecting with R1, I like to deflect with circle. Anyhow, let's just begin our practice. Once again, on to the breach. Nope. Usually I'm early on that one, but I guess I was late this time. I just making sure we memorize our parries. Oh, it missing kind of threw me off. It's a very slow howl for some reason. Maybe I'm more used to the howl in second phase. Hello. I'm gonna attack her once just to balance her HP a bit. Because it can get kind of weird with her phase transitions. Like, she changes to phase 3 around 70% HP. But I also feel like she changes if you take too much time in phase 1 as well. Like, one of those conditions, it's like Xianwei again, right? And Xianwei will do her. I need to concentrate for that one. I missed a lot. Yeah, Xianwei will do her side move in phase 1 if you drop her HP to 50%, or if you take around 1 minute. that's her face too. Nope. Once again, I am a little too slow. Right, I forgot. See, this is the problem with having a two-phase fight. I tend to sometimes mistake the phase 1 stuff and the phase 2 stuff. Oh. Right. Really forgetting her move list. This is why we do the practice session. Okay. That was a bit surprising. Was not expecting her to do the backflip. Yep. The one move I wanted to practice, and I got interrupted by a message from my friend. Let me just reply to this real quick. I'm also realizing I have a lot of tabs open. There we go. Let me switch you all off for a bit. And I'll probably just restart this session because I feel like I need to understand the shift between phase 1 and phase 2. Now, you know what? Let me try again. There is something that I've been meaning to try here for a bit. It is possible to get up here. Only thing I missed. You have to be very quick with the celestial skill to actually get up on the branch, though. Sorry, I'm replying again. I almost replied to the wrong person in my haste. if you guys are wondering, what I'm essentially replying to is my friend is asking me for recommendations of pizza places over here, and my top two recommendations were shot down by him. Well, my top three recommendations were shot down by him, and now he's asking me where he should. Yeah, and I'm basically just looking up pizza places in our area and recommending it to him. Right. Now that we have finally sorted out my friend's pizza problem, I think he's replying. Let's train again. Right. Okay, now we're done. So let's try it again, actually. And let me see if I can get her. Nope, too slow. Get on the branch once again. Do I have to just use it immediately? Interesting. Oh, did they make her invulnerable up there? I don't think she has a hitbox up there. Wait. Wait. One moment while I check this. I am liable to fall. She is kind of glitched. Is it even worth it actually going up here? Yeah, it's a very interesting tech. Well, yeah, sometimes she doesn't have a hitbox. Other times, if I'm attacking, okay. Well, very weird. I don't think that's the most ideal way to do it, but it is interesting that you can follow her up there. How? Seeing the timing on that last hit. Right. She does do that too. The additional combo at the end. Ah. The two moves that I want to test are actually bugging out a bit or staggering. Whoa, we're gonna fall. Once again, I am being interrupted by messages. See, this is the reason why I get on late these days, you know, guys. There's so many messages. Train again. Wait, what did I? No one, never mind. There was really no need to train again there. We just started the phase. Ah, I fell. I almost feel. Wait, that was not me moving. It feels like there's an invisible hitbox that pushes you there. It's very janky to do that tech, but especially since you sort of lose your lock on to it, I'm guessing that this might have been a glitch or a speedrun strat that has been patched somewhat. Right? That would be my guess. Probably you could attack her on top of the tree for some free damage. And that's why she's kind of invulnerable during that period now. Mm. What? You are surprising me all through today, Wolf Maiden. The wolves are still here. The wolves from the grab attack. You know what? Even if you get hit with this practice, I want to get in a good single practice session before we attempt the hard mode trials. Just get the timing ingrained a bit because I always lose that sense when I don't play the game for a bit. Ow. For some reason, I feel like really slow today, and I don't even quite understand why. Technically speaking, these are all moves I know. I'm just fumbling the parry timings like really badly. Goes to show that no matter how much practice you think you've got, you can always train to do better. What? Oh, what? That was odd. Yeah, see, this is what I meant when I think that her attack might be time-based. It's either time-based or HP-based, and somehow we hit that time threshold just now, and then she just stopped her attack mid-combo and then just ran, because that's not normal. She'll do her entire combo string before she does anything else. Normally. I'm very wary. Well, there's a bit of lag when changing weapons too, because the weapon disappears for a bit there. I wonder if I'm facing some sort of weird internet issue and it's causing just general weirdness in the fight. Stream seems okay though. Honestly, that's the one combo that I want to practice as much as possible. It's a bit of a shame she keeps staggering out of it. Yeah. A chain of combos. Interesting. Interesting number of attacks there. That's phase change. You probably put a dot on her doing that as well, now that I think about it. If I'm very quick. Well, if I'm intoxicated, maybe. By itself might not be a smarter thing to do. Oh, too early. Need to refine the timing for that one. Oh, sorry guys, give me a sec. Let me just answer the door real quick. Be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. Hopefully we won't be getting interrupted anymore tonight. Got very lucky with that perfect dodge there. And that dodge. Oh, right. Sometimes she doesn't do... Well, actually, in this phase, I don't think she does the voice call out. Ah, wow. Very bad positioning. We were right at the edge of the cliff. Took me a while to recognize what attack she was doing. Nope. I'm concentrating a little too much on backing away. Because if you're further away, it's easier to get the perfect dodge by passing through her. And I'm forgetting the timing for the actual dodge itself. That would probably kill me during the actual fight. How to make it a habit to stay a bit away from her, because she is a bit dangerous when you're right next to her. Well, that's sadder. I guess they still haven't fixed whatever is causing that issue. That was not a thing on console before. It's only after the 1.2 patch that started to happen. And, okay, it is as annoying as you might expect. I feel like countering this is a bit risky. It might just be safer to dodge it. To be honest, I'll be very up close to her though if I'm doing strategic sword. Don't even remember. That's the one to burst. How strategic sword works. On you there, a single stab. Need to get used to the tail of that one, and that's her main combo, but the difference in tail between phase 1 and phase 2 always gets me. Like, I don't recognize that it's that attack and try to do something weird there. Been a while since I've gotten caught by that red move. Just ingrain it all into your being. Yeah, being near her is actually really kind of annoying. Oh. Part of the effect was actually invisible there. There's that single stab again. That's not a move I'm familiar with. Gonna be very interesting trying to get a no-hit on this fight with Strategic Sword. When you're being locked in with all its animations. Yeah, like, for example, I can attack there. Can't attack here though. Oh, or maybe not. It just goes over her head. Purely reacting to the sound, not the flash effect. And that is the problem with that move here, too close. The tracking on the initial part of the spin is kind of insane. So if you're too close, she'll actually do a complete 360 and just hit you. It is missing her a lot. I predict that one Yul move is going to be the bane of my existence when we're trying to do a no-hit run on her. Because it comes out so quickly. It does have a tell, it's just that it's very quick and I'm just generally slow to respond. I'm very weak against faster bosses, and she is one of them. Thankfully her patterns are a bit lenient at least. She did her weird recovery from getting attacked. River flow. Ow. Ow again? You can't even escape from that one. I think you might be actually stuck in the recovery animation there. And you just die. Kinda wish we could parry this too. Oh, that was in damage actually there. Well, good practice session. I'm gonna try on hard, but before that, I also want to try the dummy and sort of figure out strategic sword because I haven't used strategic sword in a long time. I used it before in some of the other trial fights, but I must admit I don't quite remember how the rotation goes. Let's see, strategic sword. Yeah, this was my preferred DPS sword before, but ever since I found the tank combo, I'm basically sticking with the tank stuff. Dash to an enemy and unleash a quick slash, dealing damage and applying bleed. Press again within 2 seconds to unleash focus against enemies in front. So that is the square one. I know one of the attacks will actually explode the damage. If the target is under 5 stacks of bleed, immediately deals a high amount of damage and clears all bleed stacks. Applies. Yeah, this is the one that bursts. So triangle is a burst attack. Okay. Heaven kick or spear. Spin the long spear with full strength, performing 6 consecutive sweeping attacks. Based on the number of combo hits achieved, fewer than 5 hits, or drop. River flow. Okay, let me go over to the trials and check what skills we have here as well. Because I remember that my basic understanding of strategic sword, right, is that you use the square special to apply bleeds, then shift over to spear and get river flow, and then use your special triangle attack skill, and then use the stab move, and then shift back to sword to burst the bleed that's breaking. And the reason you kind of want to do that is because bleeds actually increases the number of hits you do with the square spear attack. Switch combination. Wolf Chase's art, adapted steel, insightful strike, martial attacks, sword horizon. It's one skill that I've been getting a lot that I have not used really. Wolf Chaser's art, that has to be probably the gold one, or maybe not. Strategic sword doesn't have a gold yet, does it? Yeah, Wolf Chase's art is the one that increases the combo count of the buff that the square of the spear uses. What else did we have there? Not breaking point. All the Umbra ones. Insightful strike. This was there as well. What I'm looking for is sword move, which I might have sword horizon, which I might have not learned. After casting strategic swords, martial arts skill, special skill, or charge skill, you can cast Crosswind Blade. During the ending phase, you unleash your follow-up attacks and deal high bleed damage if the target has max stacks of blade. Something I don't know about strategic sword. I'll probably have to look up a guide somewhere about this, because it does not compute. Now, what other skill was there? Was it Battle Anthem? I don't think so. Battle Anthem's something I usually use for tank anyways. Trial. Go back to Wolf Maiden again. Adaptive Steel. Okay, Adaptive Steel is just a buff. It doesn't really interact with any of your combos or DPS rotations. Sword. 100% chance to apply one stack of bleed to the target when dealing affinity damage. Okay. A spear. Attacks ignore 12.5. Yeah, just a buff. I know there's like a testing dummy somewhere. I wonder if I can find it. There's a testing dummy in here, by any chance, in the campaign challenges? Nope, not you. It's so weird. I know. Play it out down. Okay, you know what? Let me just look this up real quick. See where our Werewolf's Meat practice dummy is. It is in Sword Trials. I was in the right screen, just not entirely. Yeah, boss dummy. There we go. We can actually test out Strategic Sword. Unfortunately, I can't quite change. Oh, wait, I can. No, I cannot change my inner ways here. And I kind of want to change that before we jump in. Oh, wait, the deliver is there. Oh, come on. It was in the top menu. So, non-mortal chant. I'm gonna just mimic the mystic arts that was in that setup so that we can have an idea of how it works. Even though this is not the full, I think the preset versions you get the maxed out versions. I don't even have Sword Horizon. What? You know what? Let's see if we can track this down in Ghostlight Market. Let's unlock Sword Horizon because I feel like it is a gold skill for strategic sword, so it has to be pretty important, all things considered. I have a new appearance, or is it an old appearance that's gotten weird, or it might be a new one that's just locked. Or never mind, since there's nothing there. Where is my mask? The book vendor, who's around here somewhere. It's you? No, this is the medicine vendor. Wait, does it not count as... Oh, never mind. We just go that way. Baiju, Wild Kinsang. Nothing we need right now. There should be a book window around here somewhere. I know I ran across it once, but I wasn't really exploring the entirety of.
哎呦，大人您来巧了，今儿我家长了。哎呦，大人您来巧了。
Unknown old book. Or a book of utter nonsense. I wonder what these do. I don't think I've actually used them per se. Are they like just quests or something? How much she asked to buy spring? Huh. Interesting. Abandoned? Hmm. Okay. Maybe he's just telling me it's taking a slot in my inventory space. I'll check this out later too. But that was not what we're doing. I think what we really need for this is the unknown old book, right? Either I'm gonna inflict myself with... It's just coins. Like the hint led us, I might have to do the actual quest for this one. Wait, it's not Sword Morph, is it? What? Am I looking at the wrong one? Sword Horizon. Sword Morph is the one for Nameless Sword. Oh, okay. So I might need a bit of luck here. I didn't even realize. Most likely I just have to... It might be like the Dragon's Breath skill in that you just get it randomly from the tomes. You either get money or tomes. That is a lot. Well, maybe not too much. Let's buy everything and use them all. There we go. And you needed to get all of them. But now we have sword morph, and I can actually test out that recommended build here. Well, maybe not to the extent meant to be in the trial. We can still test it out. Let me just review these though. Breakthrough stuff. Casting Crossblade restores 8 endurance, max physical attack. Guaranteed to be an affinity. Interesting. Sober Sorrow. Affinity. This one affects just that skill itself. Which is that last one? I can't actually see what soul shake it is. I kind of wish I was on PC at this moment. I feel like it would have been a lot easier if we could just hover over it and figure out what happens. Dual weapon skill. Max strike bell. Huh. A very versatile ability, I guess. Concentration. Bell strike. Affinity, focus. Yeah, okay. Most of these are just buffs to... They don't quite interact, as I was thinking. Anyway, let's move over to the bamboo abode, because I feel like that's always the best place to load back into. And then I'll practice trying to do strategic sword, or at least get the main rotation down, and then we'll see what happens from there. Game, please. Only 2 stacks from that? Yeah, we're definitely doing this wrong. Wait, this explodes the other one too. Huh, interesting. And then you burst it. Okay. Although I think I can also burst it with just the square skill itself. I feel like that's the main combo. I think. Because this applies 5 and it immediately bursts it, which is not ideal. Oh, it's the last hit. It's normally the square one doesn't actually activate the bleed burst, but because we have crosswind, not crosswind, well, I guess it's crosswind, right? From Sword Horizon, it is bursting it, which gives us a bit more flexibility on which skill to use to get the burst damage in. All things considered, I feel like it's a very flexible rotation, but I am not entirely sure how this all works and whether this is the rotation you should be doing. It seems very heavy on the stamina usage. And honestly, I don't even know if this is the most ideal setup for a boss like the Wolf Maiden. I can't imagine the Wolf Maiden just casually taking all these attacks. She is very aggressive, and most of these moves have an extremely long animation. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I'll have to practice in the actual hard mode itself. I'm probably going to die more than a few times just trying to attack. At least we have a bit of an idea of what to do now, notation-wise. You kind of start out here to give me a sec just to reset our stream, because sometimes I feel like if I don't do this, there is a bit of an audio desync, and that kind of throws me off always, unfortunately. There we go. Hmm. Oh, that is a dent. I really don't think we can afford to get hit by that move because it will probably kill me. Doing a lot of damage though, kind of surprising. But then again, we are very much you know what, I don't even know what to say. Forget it. Nope. Yep. I was expecting this because I pretty much was just learning the fight by parrying only. So it makes total sense to me that I don't know the exact moments where I can go on the offensive. We can play it safe, I suppose. Not worry too much about the timing for the fight. No, what? I might have done that dodge way too early. That was a good use of the offensive abilities though, so I'm not too disappointed by myself. She's on phase 2 already. Oh, the spinny spin move that she does only when you are on her side. That's not a move that I've learned. Surprisingly, defeating her a lot faster than I was expecting. She fell. And she's kind of messed up at the moment. And she's very messed up at the moment. Okay. You know what? Let's not do the climb on the tree thing. It feels so janky. If I'm doing it, I should probably be just dotting her up there, right? Because that might be the better way to go. Because her hitbox is non-existent around here. And she's basically reset, so... Oh my god, what is happening? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's not do the climb on the tree thing. It is just janky as heck. Or if I am getting up there, just go up there. Dot her and then just wait. I'm not even sure the dot is doing any damage to her at that moment. Yeah, I don't think it is doing any damage. Oh wait, it is. It's minimal, but it is working. The same move 3 times in a row? Unexpected. Oh, that is a lot of damage, you two. I've never walked into that move, so I did not know she does that much damage. Oh, that is... yeah. I'm delaying it a little too much. Okay, couldn't do it. Never mind. Reset. I feel like I've got a hang of what she's doing at the start. It almost always seems like it's that one combo, the extended combo. If that's the case, I kind of want to take it. Because it is ideal to actually have it up to... Oh no. Her AI is kind of messed up. It is ideal to actually just parry that entire move instead of sort of breaking it by using the square attack. I used intoxication a little too soon there. That was too far. Around here? Not ideal, but hey, it works. I'm on spear, not sword. Oh, come on. She's invincible during this. I thought that was a good use of the goose, but it was not. Oh. What? Okay. It's kind of wasting our time here. Again, another time waster of a move. I was a bit off from. Oh, it was 4 minutes, not 3 minutes. I thought it was. I thought it was 3 minutes. That's why I actually was trying to hasten it up a bit. So hey, Lauren, I am okay. How are you? Cleaner with at least 3 deflections in a single match. Clear the trial on hard or above difficulty. Umbra. Okay. Oh, we got an achievement for that too. Probably just not to get hit by one of her attacks. Probably. No Blitzfit. Avoid being inflicted by bleeding by the Wolf Maiden. Completely understandable. If you get hit a lot, well, bleeding is pretty much a death sentence with her, though. So what is happening with the sex here? Spotless. I did this without even realizing it. Okay, I'll take it. It was an easy one. Now all we need to do is not you. I just want the avatar. Oh wait, I got the avatar. Nice. I've been intending to use that instead of the one I have right now. Fail a trial on abyss difficulty without taking damage. Get hit by the wolf maiden lord. Maiden lord? Wolf maiden lord? What is that? I guess that is what they are calling her. Lord, no more than 5 times. Sure, why not? It's probably going to take me quite a few tries to actually not get hit by her, considering that she has that one howl. It can really mess things up. Such combination. I'll use this build. Not my current build, this one. Now let's see if we can actually do it. Interesting choice to place the player out in this each and every time. No. The timing was very off for that. I don't quite know why though. Am I still low health? Never mind. And we can avoid the attack just by staying up here. Wow. Completely messed up her main combo. We lost the no hit, but I was like, you know what, let's just get less than 5 hits and the abyss clear. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Interesting camera angle. I think that might have been the fourth hit we took. I'm reacting a bit slow to the start of the combo on phase 2. Honestly, I feel like I'd do a lot better if... What? Okay. I just want to dodge you. Don't mind me. And her hitbox has been completely removed during this, so we actually cannot dot her. I saw it coming and I still couldn't react. So there isn't an achievement for actual... Well, yeah, I guess the achievement is to do it on Abyss without getting hit. That was okay, actually. I think I only got hit twice, or was it twice? All things considered, think that was pretty good. If I play it pretty defensively, I feel like I can actually get her down. Pretty easy. Yeah, clear the trial and novice difficulty without taking damage. But before that, I will change my portrait because I do like Wolf Maidens. But not to the Silver Needle one. The Wolf Maiden. And let me take a very quick break. Get some water, maybe a snack or two, and I will be right back. Been here said that one. Okay, there's an achievement for that. A bench will do just fine. It's an achievement for sitting on a bench. I sat on this bench multiple times. I never had that pop. I guess it was added later. Anyways, be right back. I shall take a quick break. And back. I'm realizing that I usually take around 15 minutes whenever I take a break. It might be a little too long for streaming. I had myself some water, got myself a snack. There was some pizza left over. Kind of funny that I was talking about recommending a pizza place to my friend, and my younger sibling had actually bought some pizza for us. Anyway, back to doing the Wolf Maiden, who I actually adore quite a bit as a boss battle mage, as a boss battle. And we only need to do it now on Abyss without taking any damage, which reminds me, I better collect my poison flowers today. I'm gonna go into the fight with poison this time, so it ought to be a bit easier to get the no-hit. And one very nice feature that they added is if you go over here, you can use and see the items that use the boost. The best one is chicken noodles, and I think somebody said that chicken noodles is in Kaifeng. I have not found that vendor. It might be the vendor, and I do recall them saying it was the vendor in the Forsaken Quarter. But when I checked the Forsaken Quarter at that time, there was no vendor or anything, but we were in sort of a story sequence where a lot of the NPCs in that district were messed up. Might be worth checking out if I can find... Wait, I have an eavesdrops thing here for some reason that I have not listened to. Any news on the thief who stole the Tavern Master scroll? Girl gone like smoke up walls and through crowds. Bet you it's one of those rats from the 9 mortal ways. Oh, they're talking about my character. They're talking about me. I was the one who stole the Tavern scroll. Yeah, there is a vendor here. Okay. Yeah, both the vendor, even the chess kid, and even the people that we needed for what is it? The Meow Meow quest was not here. Let me have a taste. Herb gathering. Okay, yeah, it is. Chicken noodles is indeed here. I'm gonna just max you out. Order. And then maximize. Thank you for your help, my kind sir. And if you would be so kind as to give me your items. What is your life story? War destroyed New Monk's homeland 20 years ago. He moved north with his son and eventually found shelter in the barren, forsaken quarter of Kaifeng. In their toughest days, it was the kindness of their neighbors that got them through. As time passed, New Monk's son, New Ben, grew up and started a small business on Southgate Avenue. Life got better and he brought his father to live with him, but after a while, New Monk found himself missing the hustle and bustle of the old neighborhood. The noisy crowds, the ill-fed children with bright smiles, all the little things that made the place feel like home. So quietly, he moved back to the life he knew and loved. New Ben often feels helpless in the face of his father's stubbornness, but no matter how hard he tries, he can never change the old man's mind. Back in the Forsaken Quarter, his father, New Monk, had taken to the street to sell steamed wedgies with flour after witnessing how many neighbors were struggling to afford even a single meal. The price he charged was next to nothing, and whenever children came by, he would ladle in extra sesame oil and toss in wild mushrooms and meat broth. It was a business that brought no profit, but New Monk never uttered a word of complaint. He simply wanted to ease the hardship of those around him in whatever small way he could. After the Unbound Cavern took control of the district, the area became a haven for swordsmen, and some of them, too, began lining up at New Monk's stall. Noticing this, he quietly added a new dish, stir-fried chicken noodles, priced a little higher to his menu. New Ben observes it all in silence. He doesn't interfere, but supports his father, secretly paying the Unbound Cavern a protection fee just to make sure no one will lay a hand on the old man or his humble little stall. Like I said, I do appreciate the fact that they give little backstories, and most of the time it's pretty well written. Okay, I don't think I have read a backstory for any of these NPCs where I'm like, huh. I have not gone like, huh. That's interesting. Big ears. What? I can feed you? Do you have... Wait, is it telling me to follow it?
听好了，我要给你们每个人
It was telling me to follow it.
啊，才5个，你现在可是开封首富了，应该给我们每个人分10个馍馍。就是。
I guess they must have added this in later, because I don't remember you being able to pet the dogs before. Cats, yes. Dogs, not as much. Thank you for the help, Big Ears. And now let me see if I can do this. The NPCs disappeared. There was an injustice quest and I missed it. You know what? Never mind. You? How? Wait, I can feed you as well. But, mushrooms? Okay. Or why not? Okay. This almost feels like a quest, because that had the quest marker, and now I'm getting distracted. Let's head back to gather our toxic mushrooms before the daily reset, and then I'll jump back into Wolf Maiden with a full set of poison stuff. Oh, it's stuck again. Occasionally, sometimes this will get stuck. And you can't go up to the boost, even though that's kind of where you want to go. More. Yeah, I'm pressing up in case anyone's wondering, but it's just not going there. No, let's just use it from our bag. Should be on the top anyways. But 5 chicken noodles. Okay, that's fine with us. Heavens, giving me a shock. I am so sorry. I feel like I scare that monk each and every time I come down here to collect herbs. Oh. Sudden change in weather conditions. Now it's extremely bright. It's really cycling through the weathers, trying to get that perfect fog weather. Now you're in the corner of the temple somewhere. Is it behind the temple? It's over there. Not getting too lucky with the extra poison, because if you do get lucky with the vicious flowers, you get 6 pieces of poison, which is a huge boon. Now I guess we'll get it. 20% chance is pretty high. I've been doing it all this time with the 15% chance one. I've seen it pop up multiple times. Unless they change how it activates, because I feel like it's popping up less. I swear you used to get a lot more before the 1.2 patch. Yeah, it's all 3, oddly enough. No 6s. Oh, there we go. 1 6. Maybe just an unlucky run here. I saw a flower over there. Oop. Almost fell. Hey, is there flowers here? Didn't I pick? No, there is one here. I must have missed it somewhere. Is it the one down here that I missed? No. I'm a little too far now. Might be the one behind the building here. Probably, right? There's a flower way over there, but I don't think that's the one. There should be one in this vicinity. Yeah, there you are. I've collected these quite a few times, so I have a general idea of where all of them are, but I'm still relying on my wind sense. Maybe one day I'll just draw up a little map and find the most efficient route to farm these things, so that we don't spend too long just hunting down flowers. The gleaming abyss crystals are a lot easier to farm, to be honest, and it's usually what I go for after I get all the flowers. Just an extra stock of poison for use. Honestly, poison feels like it's the best divine craft for bosses. It might be in that some of the other divine crafts are better when they're leveled up, since I'm still locked into 60 by my own hands. At the moment, it does feel like poison is the better way to go, because poison does chi damage. Fire, like, my understanding is that fire is the one that does the most damage to enemy and boss health. Water is the one that does damage to enemies which are armored or have shields and the like. It has a penetration property or something along those lines. Yeah. And poison does chi damage more than it does health damage, which makes it great for bosses where you kind of want to just dump your bursts during the stagger window. So getting those as quickly as you can and having the chi damage stick down even when you're not attacking is extremely useful. Okay, is there one more over here somewhere? Oh, there you are. That'll be all the toxic flowers I can farm here for today. I'm just gonna run over to Gleaming Abyss real quick, get all the little crystals in there, and then come back. All those textures just popping in. How much poison do we have? 1,704. It's a good stock. Maybe one day, if I actually keep this up, we'll have 9,999, like the actual max limit we can have. As in the practice mode. Would be nice to not have to worry about that. I don't mind farming the Gleaming Abyss for the little crystals, though it is a very beautiful area and the music is pretty calming too, so... Although after the update, I feel like it has gotten a bit darker than usual. Though a part of me says that's also partly my own fault. I'm sure a lot of people love this area too, just for its story segment. the starter. I hope we don't get too much starter in the Wolf Maiden boss fight while we're trying to do the no-hit. Not fun. It almost feels like... you know what? I don't know. I was thinking it might have been... a texture starter? Is that what they call it? Or something along those lines, but that does not feel like the case, because unless they're rendering something completely new in the Wolf Maiden fight. Here, I can sort of understand. Well, not texture starter, traversal starter. Because they're trying to load in assets when you are running around in the world. And that causes the stutter. But I've never had it happen before the 1.2 patch on console. The primary reason I'm playing on console is that I feel like it maintains a better frame rate than the PC version. Well, at least my PC version, right? Because I did download it and try it on PC. But it felt extremely janky on PC, especially when you get to Kaifeng and it's populated. Which is why I was like, you know what, let me just play this on console. I'd rather take the smoother experience over the hit to textures. Though the low resolution textures do bother me, to be honest. I always miss that one crystal when I'm running down. This is why we loop back where we came from to make sure we didn't miss anything. And go down the coffin path where we'll have a few extra little crystals. You don't kind of need it, but every little bit adds up, right? And usually my buff runs out around that time. I mean, it's already running out. I might have been a bit too slow on gathering the flowers today. Okay, we're not missing the poison frog because that does count as poison as well. We got a 2-for-1 for that one. Yeah, it's run out. Unfortunate. But we'll enter the stone coffin and get the rest of those lethal crystals. I fell into the poison lake here last time, so let's not repeat that. Yeah, this music is so pleasant. Now, in general, the music in this game is great. I really like it. Your mileage may vary. You can tell that I'm not at all experienced with using this gear bag full. Excuse me? My gear bag's full already? When I did farm for a bunch of stuff, so I do understand. Well, let me just very quickly get rid of the blues. It's all 56 stuff, so I don't quite need it, but hey. Really? Is my gear bag really that full? Well, I guess we... Wait a minute, what level are you guys? 40? I have tier 41 stuff? Okay, okay. I'm gonna just get rid of all the... Why are you locked? Everything below. Mm-hmm. You are not appearing for some reason on my recycle thing. And I don't quite know why. You're not even attuned, so you're not locked. Not antiques either. Untraceable. Oh, okay. It's probably because I have these switched on. Yeah. It's because of these. I thought I got rid of all my 41 stuff. And we don't kind of need them. Because I already have a pretty good amount of 41 stuff in my arsenal. Normally you just want to use that to improve your arsenal. But I feel like we might have already gone beyond the level we need for 41. 51 too. And I'm guessing I've been keeping myself level locked up until I managed to max out, attune all of the stuff that I use as a tank. I even have my mobilate maxed out, so the only thing I just need to max out is my leg piece. But for that, to attune my leg piece, I require an attunement stone, and it's a bit of a rare drop, unfortunately. Unfortunately. You didn't even give me any gear. Why were you complaining? I'm now realizing that you can also see how much gear you have. I'm like 97 out of 162. Okay. Where are you? Cosmetic stuff, right? From the farming we did the other day. Might as well open you up. Right. And I have 25 inner way chests? When did that happen? Have I collected all of the jade I need for this week? If I'm gonna open it, I might as well open it up with the inner way chestnuts over here. Yeah, we'll open it up with this. I'll also get the Commerce coins because you can never have enough of those. And all the oscillating jade that we can carry. Not what I was intending to do, but hey, this is not gonna improve my strategic sword at all, but we might as well use it all. Well, let me open Bell Strike Umbra here instead. Let's go to our inner ways, tip conversion. Don't really need a lot of you. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get rid of adaptive steel. I feel like adaptive steel is a very useful. You know what? I'll keep adaptive steel. It's pretty useful even as a tank, or at least it feels useful as a tank. Everything else I shall get rid of, except for the healing one. No, I want to keep those in stock for the future. There's a Sword Horizon one right here. I'll get the Bell Strike Umbra one for now. Just hoping I can improve this a bit. The charge attack. Ideally, I should also try and get some Stone Slits in, because these two are pretty close to breakthroughs as well. Like, if you have enough, I'll probably go that route this time. Though I might be running out of chests that I can buy here. Does the custom swap chest not have a limit? It does have a limit, but it is pretty generous. Stuff that I should really be doing off stream, to be honest. Executive scenery, and we didn't really get. Wait, I did get 30. That's good. Am I already? Actually, am I already like level? No, I was level 2, so that was a nice conversion right there. And this was the reason why I wanted to get it to level 3 too, just for the damage increase. I'm not playing the multiplayer stuff, so I don't quite need defense. Nobody's really going to be harping about my HP other than myself, I guess. And it should be the same over here. Increase damage by 5% when attacking a taunted unit, which makes both of these equally viable. Like, I might even be using, except for this, which I feel is a bit useless in PvE. Because it just grants you additional steel, right? Instead of that, it's better to just take adaptive steel or a battle anthem. Battle anthem might be the better way to go. But anyway, let's just hop back into Wolf Maiden. I'm gonna teleport over to the bamboo abode so that we are not ambushed by any sort of mob all of a sudden. I was wondering why there was just so many recruitment notices and funny chats in sec chat, and then I realized we were on world chat. Yeah, sec chat is just dominated by spam, so most of us just head on over to 61. Probably just jump in there and say hi. I should have done that when I jumped into the game, but I wanted to get to Wolf Maiden as quickly as possible. And I'm pretty happy with our progress. We went from just practicing her to now just trying to defeat her with an abyss with no hit. Okay, once more, I'll take a break for water. Be right back. This time I won't be too long, I promise. Alright, as promised, I managed to come back before 10 minutes, and we got some water in our system. Let's hop back into Wolf Maiden. Let me check Sack Shack before we head in. R6, just got to 7. Gotta pay the cheese tax. Decline match held though. Okay. Trials. I'm back to Wolf Maiden. I expect that this will be a very long fight to try and get a no-hit on her. And let me switch on auto use or auto smart use, I guess. Smart renewal for that. Before that, let me go back to my tank stuff. It feels so weird. I get slightly confused since I'm almost using the same stuff here too. Not you. Battle Anthem. And I guess I should be using Rock Solid now. Wait, should I be using Art of Resistance or Rock Solid? Because Rock Solid does give me 5% more damage while taunted, but Art of Resistance actually extends my shield. And if we are in the buff shield for tank, it does have a different damage up. You know what? Let me just keep it this way. I feel like I'm a little too used to using Auto Resistance over Rock Solid. And I do like having Battle Anthem in there. Anyway, we're now back to where we were before. Not delay any longer. It's getting late. I'm probably gonna slow down. It's already midnight. The sleep is gonna kick in just a few. That was an 800 poison. Wow. Just taking a break for that much from the fight actually made me really bad. And so I'm realizing that I have double the audio here. So let me adjust that and make sure it's not too loud for everyone actually listening. Oh, what? Okay. I've never seen her use that move. That is a completely new one for me. I'm missing the timing for that on phase 2. I'll have to get that down properly if you want to do a no-hit. That was good, I think, even though we died. Not sure why I'm missing the timing for that one. The first strike is always a bit weird, both in phase 1 and phase 2. I may not be looking at the proper tell there. I took the risk, but it was not worth it. I was trying to make it look cool by just following her in her attack, but then I messed up the timing for it. It's probably possible to do it, right? Okay. Wasn't even able to dot her this time, but never mind. Yeah, might as well. Oh well. What? You can't believe let's just go practice. I messed up one of the easier mechanics there. If I'm intoxicated, it might be possible to dot her there too. Okay. No one to blame but myself there. You know the timing, just gotta get it down now. Put it all into practice. I feel like I'm making silly mistakes. Oh, she missed. I already got hit, but I'm gonna practice. I need to find a good rhythm of attacking as well and learn the few weird moves she does while you attack, because she does have a few that she's not shown us just from parrying. Oh, never mind. I have been annihilated, assassinated even. You know what? It might actually be worth trying to attack her there. It's less of a waste of time, and you are getting down her chi when she's up there. Need to make sure I'm at a good angle to her so that I can not only dot her but that is a good pattern to have, all things considered, because we are in close range. She uses her longest combo in both cases, and we can probably get her chi gauge down really quickly, especially if I start off with poison. So what we're gonna do is activate this, poison, and then start the battle. This feels like a good Yeah, that feels like an excellent way to start the fight. Apart from me getting hit there, anyways. using the goose late there sort of messed things up. Don't fall, don't fall. Okay, I just used the wrong. I wanted to use poison and I accidentally ended up using the other one. Right, she's invincible during this phase. Didn't have enough vitality to dot her again. Unfortunate. There we go. Wolf Maiden on a miss difficulty without taking damage. Looks like all that practice we did last week paid off. And I had enough time to actually sit down and do it. A really fun fight. I think this is one of the best boss fights there is. Okay, the question is, what do I do now? I guess we might as well call it for the stream. I'm happy with what we achieved today. And might as well end on a high note. Abyss Conqueror. There's still quite a few bosses left. I met John K. I'll probably have to learn his moveset. And that might be my focus next. Nameless General is a new one that was added. And Fang Ruji. These two are world bosses, so they should be in the new regions or the regions I haven't explored yet. Gambit Beneath Shimmer seems to be a story boss. And these are also story bosses now that I think about it. Well, campaign bosses, not story per se. Oh, sorry, I kind of didn't want to equip anything. It is fun to have it though. But yeah, I am going to call it for tonight. I'll probably do a bit of dailies just offline because it's not exactly the most entertaining of stuff. And I am sort of running out of time to do those dailies. So, but if anyone else is watching out there, take care and good night. Here's Mikha, signing off.